Welcome to the Creatively Performing Arts Podcast. This is the show for anyone ready to get back to the performing arts. You want to sing, you want to act, you want to dance, you want to be creative again? Come on over. I'm Estelle. I'm a singer, actor, performer, beginner voice coach, and I am here to help you get started. You will find beginner singing and performing tips and hear empowering, inspiring interviews with artists that will help you push past your fear and your doubts about performing so you can finally start performing with confidence and singing and dancing and living creatively. You have gifts that you need to grow, use, and share, and the world is waiting for you. I want to be there to help you do that. So let's begin. All right. Welcome back to the show. How are you doing? How's it going? Today's episode is a little different for many reasons, one of which being that it's dropping on a Wednesday. Yes, it was Memorial Day on Monday, and the weekend was super crazy. So I'm dropping the episode a little late. The second reason this is a little different is that I'm recording it not on my usual professional mic, but I'm recording it as I'm walking outside. It's a beautiful day. I'm very relaxed. There might be some nature sounds and cars passing by kind of thing. I hope I don't sound out of breath. I'm just walking casually and talking, and I just want to be here with you. I just want to be present and share what I have to share, what's on my heart on this show today. And I hope you enjoy it. I really do. So that's the second reason that this is a little different of an episode. I guess it's also a little bit different because I'm not doing an interview. This is a solo episode, but I do those, pretty often. Today I'm going to be talking about singing. What else is new? But specifically, what do you do when you don't feel like singing? Dun, dun, dun. Fourth reason that this is a little different, I think I'm on number 4, is that it's also going to be really short because I already know I'm going to say what I want to talk about. So I don't think it should be too roundabout. I shouldn't go off on too many tangents, but you know me. I can talk and talk and talk, but I'm trying to keep it concise and really helpful to you and just sharing from my heart. So let's get into it. I want to share, what do you do when you don't feel like singing? And I think this is a really interesting thing to think about when you identify as a singer or someone who wants to be a singer, whether professionally, whether, as a hobby, whether just as a creative outlet, or as a side hustle, you're just trying to get into singing and performing and doing musical theater or singing in a band. Maybe you're just starting to sing with a band or something, or do open mic nights or something, or in a choir, in a choral setting, and you just feel okay, I'm a singer now. I should always want to practice. I should always want to get singing and stuff like that. But there are life happens, and there are things that happen where you don't really quote unquote feel like it. And story time. So for me, this weekend was really crazy for me, and last week was really crazy for me because, for one thing, my younger sister graduated from high school, which was so amazing, and I'm so proud of her. But, she graduated on a Friday, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs the entire time, just so excited for her. And then we had a bunch of family afterwards and trying to talk over the crowd of people and everything. I just my voice by the end of that was so tired. And on top of that, I had a 4-show. Well, no, I didn't have a 4-show weekend because my understudy did 2 of the shows. So I had 2 shows that weekend, but I had also had rehearsals all week. Tech week had started the week before, and we had dress rehearsal and then the first show and everything. And then my sister's graduation was right after, the day after the first show. So my voice was already exhausted. Okay. Then rolls around Saturday, and I had, what did I have? I had choir practice in the morning. Right after choir practice, my throat started hurting. It started hurting to swallow a little bit. And I was okay, noticing that, but I think I'm okay. I was drinking water. And that same evening, I had a show. So And this is a play that I've been mentioning, I think, a couple times that I'm in, called Comedy of Errors, Shakespeare, with Shared Radiance Performing Arts Company that I love, who Sherry from Shared Radiance has been on the show before. So definitely go back and listen to her episode because she's amazing. So yeah, that show was that night. And so my voice was so exhausted after all the rehearsals, screaming for my sister's graduation, singing in choir practice. It was crazy. I'm sorry, cars are passing by and I feel like that's really loud right now. And if you hear that, I'm sorry, but not sorry, because it's beautiful out here. So I can't complain. But hopefully it's not too distracting. So that's just some backstory for why I'm talking about this, because I really didn't feel like singing. I didn't feel like singing. I had church on Sunday and I was going to sing. My throat was actually not feeling good. And honestly, I should not have sung. You really shouldn't sing when your throat is hurting, your voice is hurting. Do not push yourself. Do not push your voice, right? And so, I guess that would be the number one thing. What to do when you don't feel like singing? Just don't. If you physically are unwell, please do not sing. Do not do what I did. That was bad, Estelle. Bad voice coach. I should not have done that. But I genuinely felt like I was fine because I'd taken medication. So I was like, I'm fine. Took medication. Took some tea. I was like, it's okay. But honestly, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your voice. But so that's some of the story behind why I'm talking about this. And even now, the pain is pretty much subsided, but it's still a little bit there, lingering a little bit. I'm really trying to take care of myself because I do have a show tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. We have another 4-show weekend coming up this weekend. So yeah, excited, but also, trying to be careful. And so different reasons why this idea of what do you do when you don't feel like singing came to mind, came to heart. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. If you ever have moments where maybe you're a professional actor and you're a performer and you are expected to sing often, or maybe you sing in your choir at church, or you sing in the school choir, you sing in a band, and you are expected to sing and to be on point at certain times. Or you just want to have your own vocal practice and you want to challenge yourself to sing, but you are having a hard time because you don't feel like singing. Not even just physically, but mentally and emotionally, you just don't feel like singing, or you don't know where to begin. I want you to know that you're not alone, first of all. And so what do you do when you do not feel like singing? So first of all, if it's not good for you and you physically cannot sing, please take care of yourself, whatever that looks like, whether it's taking a vocal break, whether it's seeing a professional for help, please take care of your voice. That is just an important thing to go by. Just PSA, take care of your voice. But to get into what I really want to talk about and the tips that I want to give, I would also say try to explore something that is related but not. Okay, let me say that better. So explore something singing related. Explore singing related content. And that will really inspire you, especially, so this is when it's talking about not just the physical side aside, you don't feel like singing because you're just emotionally you're kind of tired, or you're just mentally a little bit blocked vocally, or you just don't feel inspired to sing, or you don't feel creative, you just don't really feel like singing that much, you don't feel like performing, inspire yourself again by watching singing related content. So for me, that looks like watching Hannah Bayles reacts to different musicals and different shows and different singers and stuff. I'll drop her YouTube link below. I think I've mentioned her before. I love her YouTube channel. She reacts to musicals and she's a voice coach, and she just is so funny to watch. And also at the same time, you get inspiration from all these great shows that she's watching, these musicals and stuff. So yeah, watch singing related content, whether it's a musical theater movie, maybe it's a musical movie, La La Land, or Dreamgirl is one of my favorites, or Hamilton on Disney Plus, right? Or whatever musical, High School Musical, I don't care. Watch something related to singing, whether it's a YouTuber, whether it's a voice coach on TikTok or on YouTube or on Instagram, or whether it's a musical itself. Like, watch something that is related to performing to inspire you to go out and sing again. Because, like, chances are one of those shows, one of those things has inspired you in the past. So coming back to that will remind you of, oh, I love this stuff. I really love this. This is what I love to do. So watch something related to singing or musical theater or musicals or performance or the voice to really inspire yourself again. So that's the second thing I would say. So the first thing I would say is if you really do not feel like singing because you are physically not feeling like singing, please take care of your voice first and foremost and do not sing. The second thing I would say is to watch something related to singing related content, something that will inspire you again. And then the third thing that I would say is to get out, get into your body, move around, get out, take a walk like I did, take a dance class, right? Like, start dancing, dance to the music that you love. If you can't sing the song, dance to the song, right? Get your body moving again. It'll remind you of why you love music. It'll remind you of like rhythm and tempo and the things that you love about music and being musical and being creative. And it'll just get you out of your head. And that's what I've done in the past when I was like, not really feeling like singing right now. Taking a dance class, whether it's on YouTube or like watching a video on YouTube, learning a dance for fun to a song that I love, but I don't feel like I can master vocally, or I don't feel like singing, like I will find a dance to it and learn choreography just for fun. And that's so much fun to me. And it's a great way for me to feel connected to the song, to the piece, without actually having to sing it. And so move your body, dance to some music, go take a walk and listen to the music, right? Instead of forcing yourself to sing it if you're just not feeling it that day. So that's all I had to say. I just wanted to share, like, I honestly know what it feels like when you do not feel like singing, whether physically you don't feel like singing, or emotionally and mentally you're just like not in the mood. Trust me, you're not alone. I get it. And there are things that you can do to absolutely help you move through that. Maybe you're feeling burnt out from singing because you sing a lot, right? I get it. Find other ways to connect to music and the arts that don't require you actually singing. But trust me, by the time you start watching that musical that you love, or you start dancing to that music, that song that you like, you're going to start singing along too, and you're going to get back into singing. But again, disclaimer, I'm not a health professional, but please, remember the first thing, that if you are physically not feeling up to singing, take care of your voice first and foremost, whatever that looks like for you, okay? I hope this helps you. I hope this encourages you. As always, I want to be here for you to support you along your journey of living creatively through the performing arts, singing, dancing, acting, performing, and feeling so inspired and creative as often as possible. I'm here for you. And if you are here for that too, then thank you for listening to this show. If you're here for that too, I would also love to invite you to the Confident Performer Club. I almost said membership. It is a membership, but it's called the Confident Performer Club. Okay, and what it is now, what it has become, is that it's like a package where you get 2 voice lessons with me virtually, and you also get a kind of like group singing lesson at the end of the month, where I might bring in a guest, or I might just be me, and then I'll have a guest artist at another point in time. But basically, you get your one-on-one voice lessons twice a month, 2 30-minute voice lessons, and you'll also get to do a group lesson where you can perform what you've been working on if you so desire, or not. But if you would like to perform it and get feedback, perform it in a comfortable, safe space virtually, then you get to do that, and you get to have fun with it, and you get to sing. And over time, you're building confidence as a performer because you are practicing in private and then performing in public. And I just think it's such a great way to meet other creatives. You can you get to have access to any workshops that I do with guest artists, some of whom might have been on my show, some of whom might not have been, but are talented and know more than I do and can inspire you in different ways. And so, yeah, it's still new, it's still growing, but I'd love you to join. If you're curious about it, go to creativelybyestelle.com/confident. The link is in the show notes, and I would love for you to check it out. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts about it. As always, DM me on Instagram at Estelle Avberry. If you have any thoughts on today's episode, or if you love today's episode, leave a review. It really, really helps me to hear what you think of the show. Like, genuinely, you do not understand how much I love reading reviews and hearing what your thoughts are and what you would like to hear more of. Like, don't feel shy. Share your opinion. I would love to hear. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and to this show. I'm in awe of you for being here and showing up for your creative gifts. That takes courage. Don't forget to join the performing arts community on Facebook to find support and inspiration. If this episode helped you or inspired you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It means so much, and share it with someone who needs it, or on your Instagram stories and tag at Creatively Performing Arts. Don't forget to subscribe to this show wherever you listen. We have amazing interviews and episodes coming up. Thank you again, and don't forget to keep singing, acting, dancing, performing, and living creatively. Talk to you next time.